lots of awesome, oh, I'm sorry about that. The secondary music that was there for a while. It's known right now and being marketed right now for being good for pain relief. Hey Nick, how's it going? Good to see you. Hi Heather, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm talking about legalized cannabis today. We are, of course, coming. It's 420 right now. It is 420. So it's very appropriate that we're talking about legalized cannabis. That's kind of a joke. It's not even a joke. I kind of made it as a joke then, but it's a very legitimate holiday celebrated by a lot of enthusiasts of the cannabis plant on that at 420 every day, and then 420 the date, which is coming up in less than 2 weeks. That's the time to smoke cannabis or to consume cannabis. So I guess it's appropriate. It's 420 right now, or now it's 421. We're a little late, but there's been a lot of states that have started to legalize the recreational consumption of cannabis, which means that you're going to start seeing dispensaries, you're going to start seeing an industry develop, which is great for business, great for employment, great for those that are using cannabis for medicinal purposes, self-medicating for one reason or another. Hey Brendan, cheers to you. Yeah, live it up in NYC. Yeah, so New York is one of those states. Hey, homies for nomies. Yeah, homies for Novi. I'm going to give you a shout out. Speaking of 420 and appreciating, appreciating cannabis. Homies for Nomies is a glass blower on Twitch. They have an Instagram, and one of the accounts does specialize in cannabis-related accessories. So I'm gonna give a little shout out there. Go check out their channel. Yeah, you're awesome. You're super awesome. So I found an article about Virginia, and so New York is also another state. They just voted to legalize at a recreational level. Of course, there's going to take a lot of time and actually a lot more lawmaking until the actual industry is ready to go. Hey, Tev, how's it going, Tev? Welcome to the stream. Oh man, Tev, what are you doing over here? You're doubling up on the streams. I know you're hanging out over there with John. John has got like a beast of an audience right now. That's so good for him. I'm so happy for him. He deserves it. He's such a good streamer. John Lung from Calgary, Canada is being featured on the front page of Twitch right now, which is really exciting because he's a food and drink streamer. Hey Jim, good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Happy just past 420. You always have 3 streams running? All right, got it. Well, I very much appreciate that my cannabis stream, my marijuana stream is what attracted you in. Now, I will not be consuming cannabis today. I am enjoying some beautiful spring weather out in the cannabis garden, but I am going to be reading some articles and talking about some big steps that have been made in the legalization of recreational cannabis. I am in the state of Nevada. We've been legal for years now. And, we have other friends from Oregon and from... Cannabis is an illegal thing? Well, yeah, it is. And in the articles that I will go over today, I think we'll kind of understand why it has remained an illegal thing. Oh, you're heading to Twitch. All right, see you there, Nick. Much love, brother. Cannabis has been a legal thing, and it has a lot to do with civil rights, and it has a lot to do with social inequity. And cannabis has kind of been used as a tool to keep marginalized people marginalized, rather than really fighting crime or really trying to address a real challenge in our community with cannabis as a Oh, you think that people don't know how to use it properly? Well, I guess so. I don't know. I'm just like imagining you, Tef, like sitting at a house party with a bunch of people smoking weed around you, and you know, they're all just chilling out, being super peaceful and mellow with each other, and you're just like, whoa, what's everybody doing? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I've never seen anybody not use it properly. Like, there's since I will say this, the business of it does, and especially whenever it was only black market, or it's funny, I've met some cannabis growers in established markets where they've been growing cannabis for a very long time. Hey Azura, good to see you, thanks for stopping in. They've been using or growing cannabis for a really long time, even before some of the states started legalizing. And back then it was just the market. It was black market because it was like illegal market. But now that these places have all legalized, and a lot of these growers have gone to become licensed, legalized growers, there's been a lot of kind of backwardsness in the industry where, oh, hey Don, good to see you. Yeah, sorry, I didn't recognize your name. I had known that, I saw that you followed yesterday. All right, Don, welcome to the stream. I'm just like, I'm chilling out, being cool on Instagram. So it's a lot of these growers went down the legal path because it's like, oh great, it's legal now. We don't have to like, you know, be involved in these sketchy deals, and we can just go do legal business. But the market has become so oversaturated, and as usual, and what happens in our business system is that like power has been aggregated. The folks with the money jumped in and are controlling a lot of it, and the business is not so profitable for the growers. And so a lot of them are going back to not being in the legal system, to being in that black market system. And so I use that term black market when I'm talking with them, you know, legal versus black market, and they're like, no, we don't call it black market anymore. We call it the traditional market. The traditional market, because that's where they used to be. Okay, so I'm gonna get drinking some tea. I've just boiled my water, and I am going to be drinking some of this beautiful hemp flower tea. This is all organic, grown in northern Nevada. We do distribute this product for the producer, and actually I'm working with other producers in Arizona that are looking to explore providing their product. This is just the flower. So, you know, this would be similar to what, like when someone's smoking weed or smoking grass, like this would be like the flower, and it's, but this was sun dried. So that's why it's kind of a little yellowish. It's not as like green as what you may, but the smell is certainly there. It certainly has that cannabis smell. So different plant, not psychoactive. It does have some cannabinoids, CBD being the like main one that's like really popular in the market. And industrial hemp, as what they call it in the industry, has been legalized on a federal level for a long time now, actually, 2018. So I mean, 3 years goes by pretty fast. And it's not just used for medicinal properties such as CBD, but it's also a really great source of sustainable fiber and building materials. And now they're even finding out that it can store energy more efficiently than even lithium. So looking into the opportunity of using hemp for batteries. Isn't that incredible? Bricks and plastics and papers, building materials, flooring, and the plant, as you can see, just grows abundantly. This is like I think some of the growers that we work with, they could do 3 or 4 harvests a year. And you see how abundant this is. Like, of course, there's like the little flowers that will bud out, and that's like the concentrated you know, buds that are full of either, if you're working with a cannabis plant, then it's full of the THC, but if you're working with the hemp plant, they're, depending on the variety, could be high in certain cannabinoids such as CBD or CBG, which again, CBG will be a cannabinoid, a medicinal supplement ingredient that I'm sure you're going to come across over the next few years, that is known for being good for pain relief, as well as like other forms of inflammation. Oh, Helmies for Nomies. Thanks for the host. Thanks for that. Thanks for the host. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Yeah, we're talking about cannabis. Helmies, I guess that you're interested in cannabis. So yeah, we'll get to it. Let me brew this up first, and then we'll get to it, because I don't have a whole lot of time to stream today. I've got a meeting I've got to get to. Things are getting back to normal. This businesswoman is getting busy again, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. But it may mean that like I can't stream as much, so I'm gonna have to figure that out, or I may have to like bring in some other hosts, some other artists, creators to come hold it down on the channel with me. All right, so you see here the flower is brewing, and I'm just brewing this just like a normal tea. And you could do this with cannabis as well. It's really nice. Like, Tef, if you've ever want to explore cannabis without like getting all wild and crazy, you may want to try brewing it. It's like much more subtle, and the effects, people say, it just really affects the body versus giving you that like rush to the head of like that high, you know? Decanting. Oh, I see. So you're saying people can't handle anything properly. Does that mean that we need to demonize it? People cannot handle their sugar, that's for sure. Alcohol, that is one that causes damage. Like not even just to the person consuming it help, but like their health, like sugar. If you don't use sugar properly, yeah, it can affect your own personal health. But more than likely, unless you're like supporting a family that's relying upon you. Look at that color. How beautiful. Oh, and the aroma's so nice. It's like buttery. Like, I don't know, you know, people like make brownies and ganja treats. Probably have heard of that. If you've ever seen someone like been in the kitchen while they're doing it, there's that aroma, that kind of like butter rich cannabis aroma that's like really pleasant and delightful, like slightly sweet. That's what you get when you brew it like a tea like this. So if you have an abundance of cannabis, I'd recommend trying out brewing it like a tea. It's kind of fun. And really you can understand all of the what's called the terpenes, and that's like a really popular segment of the market, also considered to be medicinal, where different cannabinoids that are related to different terpenes, and they use the word terpenes. I don't know why they use that word. Maybe I could research the history of that word itself, but that word essentially just means the volatile compounds, the aroma, the aromatic compounds. Those are chemical compounds that can be extracted, separated, and then actually even like shot with an electrode that will like scatter all the particles of it, and then you can kind of fingerprint that across with a database, which can then you can identify what those compounds are. So that's like artificial flavoring. When you see that in the food industry, where there's like candies or there's something that's like flavored, I'm just brewing it at boiling temp, Dawn. Yeah, Dawn, this might be something that you can look into doing. Like, I don't know if you've explored any like CBD treatments or therapies, which are really popular right now in the holistic medicine field. Not a whole lot of practitioners are advocating for brewing it like tea, but you so freaking can. You so freaking can. And there's a lot of industrial hemp, high CBD, high CBG that is being grown in Arizona. So very easy for you to access those types of products. I think actually, I like that. I like how my glasses come down and I come back in. I believe that Heather at Tea and Potion Bakery, at Potion Tea and Bakery, she sells the hemp flower. She works with a farmer there locally and sells his flower. I think it's priced a little high, but you know, like if you can get it, you know. It's definitely not priced as high as like a cannabis, so like a cannabis dispensary. So like all these states that have legalized cannabis and there is like a mature industry going on, there's shops. Like you go to like Seattle, there's like weed shops every corner of the street, which is great, you know, so people are getting access to their medicine. And they do sell hemp flower there, but it's like a very high price. It's almost the same price as the cannabis. But if you go to places like how we're selling it, or how, you know, even that tea shop is selling it, or if you are able to work directly with the farmer and buy directly from them, it's a whole lot more affordable, and it's so legal. It's so legal. Like I get a lot of questions from my wholesale clients that are just uncertain about the legalities around retailing hemp products. You know, and this stream is not about that, so I'm not going to go into great detail about that. Perhaps on 420, I will actually do a stream to talk about the intricacies of the legality of actually selling product, cannabis-related product. Today, I want to talk more about the like social equity portion, the civility portion of why legalized cannabis has anything to do with the Constitution, and why it has anything to do with our ability to be polite with one another. Other than, you know, just chill us all the F out so that we can be nice to each other, right? And tea would do the same thing, man. Could you imagine if we could just like make one huge tea party that everybody would come to, and everybody would just sit at the table together and just chill the F out together, drinking something like this? So I've had a couple of cups of this already, and my body is already feeling that response from it. I'm just like, I'm feeling mellowed out. Not to say that I wasn't mellowed out. I was feeling great. Like I spent my, you know, morning in the sun. I went for a long run, did a lot of stretching. So like my body was feeling pretty good already coming into the stream. But I'm feeling even better now. So cheers to that. I'm just going to do one more decanting. I'll just stack these two steeps because, yeah, I want to jump right into this article. As usual, I am playing music by our good friend Sojourner. Always got the beats for us. And today this is like the first like Constitution study group theme and topic that I feel that his music fits right in. Usually I'm talking about something much more serious, and so I choose to play more like classical music or something like that. All right, so let's get to the article. This is coming from NPR. Love me some NPR. Everybody always asks me like, what's your favorite news source? I don't have a favorite. It's really difficult to have a favorite with how, you know, mass media news is these days. But I find NPR and BBC to be generally good sources. So yeah, today I went to NPR News and looked at the article. So this is Virginia is the 16th state to legalize recreational pot.